Rafael Nadal has pulled out of the French Open, and now fans are starting to fear there could be a repeat of Roger Federer's troubles. Tennis fans fear that Rafael Nadal could suffer the same fate as Roger Federer by struggling with injuries until his eventual retirement. The legendary Spaniard announced he would miss the French Open this year due to fitness, before going on to confirm that 2024 would likely be his last year on tour as he plans for the end of his tennis career. Nadal has confirmed that he will miss the French Open for the first time in his career after failing to sufficiently regain his fitness from a pelvic injury. Speaking during an extensive press conference, the 36-year-old said, "I won't be able to play at Roland Garros. It's not a decision I made, it's a decision my body made." The sad announcement has left some tennis fans fearing the worst and that Nadal's career could end up ending in the same way as Federer's. The 20-time Grand Slam spent over a year out with a knee injury after Wimbledon in 2021 and only returned to competitive tennis action for his farewell doubles game with Nadal at the Laver Cup last year. Fans took to Twitter to voice their dismay. "Sounds like another Fed sad face," wrote at Out of Line Bets, while at Out Off Tennis was one of the first to draw parallels between the two legends. They wrote, "Nadal's 2024 will be like Federer's 2021. My only hope is that Hubert will not bagel him on Chatrier in his last ever career match." The sentiment was shared by a John 621211608, who said, "It is over this time, Roger is waiting for him. But his greatness will never fade away." Meanwhile, at @_THFC looked ahead to Nadal's impending retirement, stating, "Federer in 22. Nadal in 24. Feels like a whole chapter of life is ending." At @Tabit_Matthew posted, "Literally Fed RN." This was echoed by the Federized one, who said, "Roger Federer in 2022. Rafael Nadal in 2024. My childhood, my source of happiness is going in front of my eyes." And at CGONUKs wrote, "This is Federer 2.0. Legend nonetheless." Nadal directly referenced Federer during his press conference, suggesting he was split between two on-court rivalries with him and fellow legend Djokovic. What Djokovic says is not in a current sense but in a historical sense, that we are the confrontation that has been the most in the history of tennis. He said when asked if Djokovic was his biggest rival, "I have experienced both rivalries a bit because when I arrived there was Federer and then Novak appeared. When he arrived, both Roger and I were there. Roger spent a few years in which he was further apart and we have been the ones who have played the most against each other, with which I understand that he considers me his greatest rival. I have lived with both, although I have played more times with Djokovic." It is not yet clear when Nadal will try to make his comeback from injury as he concentrates on making a full recovery.